I said I wanted to take a break from making videos until Toy Story 5 released, but the fact of the matter is, I can't relax, so here I am. I've been streaming Hello Neighbor out of boredom while I have to watch my parents' dogs, and honestly, I think that game might have made me feel even worse. It is not fun at all, and I haven't finished yet, but I probably will soon. But the game itself isn't what we're here to talk about. Instead, we're here to talk about this thing. Hello Neighbor, welcome to Ravenbrooks, also known as Hello Neighbor the Animated Series. Actually saying that implies people know about it. I guess they do, given it has a third season coming out this year. I really need to do research before making these videos, man. I didn't know there was going to be a continuation of this. It's immediately going to be outdated. Both seasons currently out are available on YouTube for free, so I'll just link them in the description. There are things to praise here too. Given the target audience of Hello Neighbor, I think they made this as scary as they possibly could. It's especially cool that one of the characters who gets kidnapped by the neighbor never reverts to the way he was before by the end of this. He's genuinely traumatized and the show takes that seriously. I like that. The lighting on the characters was usually too bright for the environments they're in, and that kind of took me out of the horror elements of this, but I don't think the actual children this is meant for are gonna care about that. They just want to see a ragtag team of kids beat the neighbor and figure out the lore. Season 1 is a very simple case of just investigate and defeat the neighbor, whose name is Mr. Peterson, by the way. It's really not that interesting. Season 1 actually is so boring it made me fall asleep while I was watching it the first time. There isn't much going on here that you haven't seen in a million other things. Although I guess once again, as baby's first exposure to horror, it doesn't really matter to the target audience.
Hello, neighbor?
Say that again?
There's not a single interesting character in this show. I obviously remember Nikki because he's the character you play as in the game, and I remember Trinity because she's the main character and her name reminded me of Christianity. But I can't even remember the names of the other characters. We have a sporty tomboy and then two scaredy nerds. Why? You couldn't even make characters that aren't the same archetype as each other? The only difference is that the one that looks like Chucky Finster is an inventor. Every conversation between these kids feels forced. They have no chemistry at all. And the story's really dragged out. Did we really need an episode where every friend leaves one by one out of fear, and then they're all just a team again by the next episode because their one friend got kidnapped? It's stated that several weeks passed between the episodes, hence Mr. Peterson somehow being able to modify his house into this, which somehow passes zoning laws and HOA. But that means it also took the kids weeks to report their missing friend to the cops. What the fuck? They all get captured trying to rescue him and escape the basement so quickly I had to watch the episode again because I thought I forgot how they left. Mr. Peterson gets arrested and Trinity gets given a coin by somebody in a bird mask. This leads into season 2 where it's a big mystery of trying to figure out what's going on with this bird cult that can seemingly cause bad luck for people using these coins. And interestingly enough, Mr. Peterson's run into them before and is actually strong enough to fight off their members. So Trinity has to try to decide if she can trust him against the will of her friends, and that's actually a really interesting direction to take this. Season 2 of the Hello Neighbor show is an improvement over the first in every single way, to the point where it's just sort of decent rather than terrible like the first season, making the overall show so far a subpar rather than bad. So that's kind of nice. It honestly just feels like an amalgamation of every season of Stranger Things made worse, minus the third season of Stranger Things, which is genuine garbage. And it ends with the group splitting up and Trinity being sent to boarding school. You may be asking, will I watch season 3 when it comes out? Maybe if I'm in the middle of a depressive episode. But really, it's not good enough to justify me continuing to watch it, and I'm definitely not going to make a video on it, even if I do watch season 3. But I'm going to be honest, outside of the horror elements, which are actually well done, I struggle to see how any child, which is Hello Neighbor's target audience, would enjoy this show because of how meandering it is. Nothing happens for long stretches at a time, and it's shockingly unfunny too, but maybe children would like the jokes. Occasionally I'd laugh at the absurdity of a situation or just how forced a reference is.
No lunch? It's from Happy's Humble Burger Farm today.
But yeah, there's only one joke in the entire show that's actually funny.
Go to your room!
It's on fire, hon.
You're welcome, I just saved you a watching of the Hello Neighbor show. Congrats to me though, because I wanted to make a short video and this actually ended up being short because this show is so generic I barely had anything to talk about. And it's not even finished yet, so it's not like I can dissect it frame by frame or talk about the lore either. Good night, everybody.